first experience with the Gulf Stream was actually very positive. Last year we came from the Bahamas after we couldn't get into the Bahamas because of COVID restrictions. So we sailed straight from the Bahamas up to North Carolina, and so that was all due north. We had a lovely southerly wind, well, southeasterly wind, and the Gulf Stream, and it took us however many hundreds of miles it was in a very quick time. Very pleasant sail, so we had no qualms with the Gulf Stream whatsoever. Now we have to face the Gulf Stream again. We started off well, headed out top of the Coast there, and then finally got into the Gulf Stream. We deliberately tried to stay south of our rumline course, but the Gulf Stream just got us, and the winds failed us, and we were at the mercy of the winds. Our ultimate aim after leaving the Bahamas was to go to Stewart, but upon researching Stewart, it's very shallow, but the main point was that it's not a port of entry into the United States, and because we'd been in another country, we have to clear in again. So we needed to change course and come to West Palm Beach, which was the closest point, the closest port of entry. So I can hear you saying, well, why didn't you just motor? Well, we'll tell you more about that very soon.
We were developing a bit of a miss in the engine, and it was rocky rolly out there, and I didn't really want to deal with it, but the engine keeps stalling, and it had to bleed the injectors every time I wanted to start the engine, and then it'd run rough, and then I'd finally get it all bled. And it turned out that in my fuel delivery hose had festered up and sprung a leak. So I thought, what do I do about this? So I got a piece of pipe and tried to join it with this wider section pipe, and so I used sulfur mag tape and a bigger diameter pipe to put it over where the hole was, but I still couldn't get the proper suction. We were crossing from the Bahamas to a place called Stewart. Well, actually not, to West Palm Beach, because Stewart's not a port of entry, so we were coming into West Palm to check in. And so so I had a busted fuel delivery pipe, and on the fuel delivery side, there's a very special fitting like this on the hose. So I just couldn't take another hose, fuel hose. I had to have what's called a banjo bolt in there, and it's swaged onto the hose. And so what I had to do is I then put the fuel delivery system back in, joined it here, I'll take you down and show you, and then joined it with a hose clamp and sulfur mag tape. I had a spare jerry can of fuel, so I thought, well, if I can use the jerry can. So we were up and running, bled the engine and up and running, and so life was good. Life was really good. The engine stalled after like 20-30 minutes, and I came down and the jerry can was empty, and I went, holy Toledo, we do not burn 5 gallons of fuel in 20 litres of fuel in 20 minutes, half an hour. What's going on? And then I remembered the return line. So a diesel engine has fuel coming to it from the tank, but unused fuel is sent back to the tank. What was happening was it was draining the jerry can, going into the engine, and then going back to the fuel tank. So then I had to set up a conveyor system, I guess, of pumping fuel out of the fuel tank using my oil suction pump, putting it into a jerry can, racing it in here, putting this hose in, and swapping it over, and then going and doing another tank, and then swapping this hose over very quickly so that it didn't suck air in, so that we could motor into West Palm Beach. Oh dear, I was a bath of perspiration.
So how long does it take to pump?
It took about 15 minutes.
So you had 5 minutes spare? 5
minutes spare, yeah. So I've gone and bought 2 new ones of these from Jazz Marine, very good company to deal with here in Florida. And now I've got to just refit it all and put the 2 new lines on. So this one's a good one, it's not damaged, but seeing the state that this was in, well, look at the ratty bit there, and it's just all corroded. So I suppose after 34 years It does. Alrighty, so I'll get back to work. Now I've got to unscrew these. I cut those 2 hoses off, which is the fuel feed and the return, and that had already come off. And this hose is okay, but it's as tough as, so it's going to go sometime. So yeah, now I got the challenge of getting these off. Look at that hose clamp, just all gone. So yeah,
Clean her up and they'll be like new.
that's what I'm hoping, girl. Except I don't know
So
how.
can we put this in, or we bought all that
I
from there
haven't
down?
bought. I bought from there.
From there down. So
Yeah.
what's this fitting? Because we
This
can't
is
really
the
tell.
$200 fitting.
Yeah, but we can't really tell how that gets onto there. It like presses in.
No.
How does it get onto there? Oh, it's a hex thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we hope.
Well, it is. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So just this piece here we're saving?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's $194 plus plate plus tax.
For that one, and then same again for that one.
No, that's all the one.
Okay. Is it joined together? Is it? Oh, it is too.
9/16. All right.
Okay.
1 down, 4 to go, Chippy.
Yeah.
How did you get on board, Chippy?
I swam.
Pretty much.
Came on board in a
Oh
submarine.
no, doesn't that look lovely in there?
Came on board in a submarine.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Go.
Two big grunts from 2 old men.
Would that be grumpy old men from
Yeah,
episode-
yeah, grumpy old
from
men.
from the previous episode?
Oh. That wouldn't help.
No.
But still, we can clean that up in a minute.
Yeah. All right, now I'll spin this round so that you can.
Yeah. Now the problem was with these ones, they're too thick. See? I can't get past that.
Oh, that's
See the
fine.
width of
yeah,
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Won't go on.
So,
So
what
I
do
had
you
to
do?
search and found this really old
Thin one. There you go.
thin one. We got it, Chippy.
Yeah, that whole thing has to come off.
Come off. And it's as sharp as. Now I've had that soaking in the converter for 10 days. Ready, Chippy?
Hit it. Butamus.
By George, I think we've got it.
Use the same flat and just rotate your wrench.
Oh, you can rotate you.
There you go.
That's $200, Chippy. $200 plus tax plus freight. How does it? And this with pressed fittings either end is only $100.
Yeah. Yeah, you had some acetone or something, didn't you?
Yes, we do.
What are you doing, Rick?
31 priming. 30. I think that might be enough, hopefully. You've got to get the fuel to this bit
Right.
down here first. Sorry, Chippy, could you get my head torch, please? Or the torch? Got it.
Okay.
Took a while to find.
Still need the torch, or?
No. All right. Okay, Louis, give her a 10-second crank. No revs. Oh no, full throttle.
Is that throttle cable moving? Not binding? Go!
Stop! I need that spot now. Okay, crank. Stop! Okay, go! we're all chilling after dinner. It's what, 20 hours, 8 o'clock at night, bit after, and some little squall came through, and boom boom and lightning and stuff, and then we felt different motion. So up on deck we go and have a look, and blow me down, we're dragging anchor. And so we all got up on deck, started addressing the issues, and
Down we went.
and then unfortunately, as what happens a lot, the bottom came up and kissed the keel. So we were aground sideways there for a while on the, not for a while, we were bumped sideways along the ledge that's there, but using the wind and twisting, we twisted ourselves off and got behind another boat. So yeah, it's been a bit of excitement out here tonight. Ah well, so far so good. Lucky that we got the engine done today. How do you feel, Louis?
Well,
Show us up for it.
no, I've cleaned it all up. It was just my sewing machine went for a 6, and a few things all over the place. Dog food.
Well, I'll show you the galley, guys. Have a look at this.
Within the air, let down your hair, just listen to the sound.